What's going on, fans? It's Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Let's speak boxing. Just getting out the boxing gym. You know, I got to get in shape, got to get fit. You know, Georgia Boxing Genius getting in shape, getting in fit. You know, as boxing gets exciting, we got to get ready. You know, we got to get ready. We got to prep. We got to get fight ready. Not really fight ready, but we got to commentate and talk shit ready about these boxing fights because boxing's getting excited. You know, it's not like we stopped watching boxing, but we just stopped videotaping boxing in general, you know, and putting it out there and stuff like that. But we're back. We're here. You know, myself, George the Boxing Genius, Chino Sanchez, which, you know, we haven't seen him in quite some time, but he's still there. I still talk to him. I still communicate with him. He's actually in Orlando doing his thing. But yeah, dude, we're doing our thing, man. And you got Clyde the Godfather, Josesito Lopez, these gentlemen, you know, Waka, you know, say I still talk to everybody, man. We still talk shit. We still watch boxing. We still give our fights predictions. You know, we ain't no situation right now where we're playing politics and trying to take over HBO, trying to take over ESPN, trying to take over Showtime, trying to commentate, trying to get a position, you know, so we got to play politics and play it safe. And, you know, we can't hurt certain feelings and we can't talk about certain boxers because we run into them, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know, we got to monetize, we got to make money and stuff like that. Not to knock any boxing channels, but I think a lot of boxing channels don't, you know, speak their facts, speak their opinions. And a lot of times they feel like they're going to be wrong. And if they're wrong, then they lose their credibility. But at the end of the day, man, you never know. At any given time, any given night, with any given fighter, you got a puncher's chance, you know what I'm saying? So you could be wrong, and it's okay to be wrong. But at the end of the day, it's all about statistics, and it's all about the odds, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of boxing channels out there are just trying to play fights, you know what I'm saying? They read stats, and they're sitting there just, you know, stating the fucking obvious, and not really giving their opinion on, yo, stop telling me about the reach, stop telling me about the height, stop telling me about the weight, stop telling me about stuff that I can read online. Tell me who you think's gonna win the fight. They don't want to do that, man, because they just, to be honest with you, they just don't know. They don't know. But anyways, not, you know, you can't be 100% right, but shit, we're pretty accurate over here in SBM Boxing. But, you know, the favor's on us. But anyways, let's talk about boxing. There's a lot of topics, a lot of discussion, stuff like that. There's a lot of fights that we can go ahead and talk about, you know. We can talk about, I definitely want to cover the Canelo Alvarez versus Canelo Alvarez versus the Daniel Jacobs fight. I definitely want to talk about the Fury. I definitely want to talk about the Wilder. I want to talk about the Joshua. I want to talk about the Mikey Garcia versus Earl Spence, which, bro, that's a whole different topic. I think Spence is going to win that fight, but, you know, what it is what it is. We can talk about Lomachenko. We can talk about just a lot of different Tank Davis. Tank Davis is about to get into the bag. You know, that's going to be a good-ass fight. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this fight that just happened this past weekend. Josesito Lopez versus Keith Thurman. A lot of people, you know, just basically said, you know, Keith Thurman's a fluke. Keith Thurman's, you know, he's done. Yo, he was in 22 months off. You know, back-to-back surgery. He has some ring rust. And if you haven't fought into the ring 22 months, and it's not even in the rings because I know he spars and stuff like that and he works out, but it's not the same as being under the lights. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of variables to take into considerations besides the actual fight itself. He's been fighting all his life, so he has that muscle memory and stuff like that. But 22 months is a long time, man. And at the end of the day, Josesito Lopez, not to discredit him whatsoever, he's a hell of a fighter, man. Josesito Lopez just comes to fight. He comes to win. He comes to bring it. And he has the resume to sit there and shock the world and just fucking and go balls out in the fight. You know, Keith Thurman looked good. You know, he utilized the jab. He utilized his reach, his distance. He moved really good. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can just tell that he's just a little rusty. You know, his confidence just needs to, you know, get there a little bit more. And especially in the 6-7 round, you know, when Josesito Lopez brought it to his ass, he needed to show grit, man. He needed to dig deep to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? And he came out victorious. He definitely came out victorious, you know. But yo, I was shocked, man. He took some shots. You know, he took some shots. And, you know, Danny Garcia got excited. And Danny Garcia started calling Keith Thurman out, man, after the fight. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see Keith Thurman fight Danny Garcia. I think it was matter of fact, it was a great tune-up fight for Keith Thurman. But at the end of the day, Danny, don't get too excited. And don't put up your house and make it seem like, yo, you know, this time around, yo, you had your opportunity. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see Keith Thurman fight Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Danny fight Sean Porter again. That I would love to see. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta figure out how we can mix up Spence, Crawford, Thurman, mix them motherfuckers up, man. Just mix them up. Danny, Porter, y'all can go ahead and do your shit again. You know what I'm saying? But Thurman's looking out for that strap, man. So Thurman might fight Porter again. But at the end of the day, if that fight was going to happen, Thurman's going to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? Thurman sticks and moves. He utilizes, he has Danny's number and he has Porter's number. So if they fight 5 times, 5 out of 5 times, I think Thurman wins 5 out of 5 times. Unless Thurman gets hurt or slips and falls and just fucking whatever. But if Porter fights Thurman 5 out of 5 times, Porter loses 5 out of 5 times against Thurman. You know what I'm saying? If Thurman fights Spence 5 out of 5 times, Thurman loses 5 out of 5 times. No, but I'd like to see that fight, man. But matter of fact, I'd like to see Pacquiao versus Thurman. That's the next fight that I'd like to see. Pacquiao, he's older. He's still not the same Pacquiao whatsoever. But I don't want to see Thurman versus Porter. I want to see Pacquiao versus Thurman. I think that'll be a good fight for Thurman. That'll be a good fight for Pacquiao. But I think Pacquiao just overwhelm him with his punches. You know what I'm saying? If Thurman keeps his distance, but I think Thurman at times he gets out of hand. He gets a little bit sloppy and stuff like that. If you get someone that's a little bit quicker with some power, like a Spence and like a Crawford, they're gonna wax. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna beat Thurman. They're gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to see, you know, Khan versus Crawford. I think that's gonna be a good fight. That's going to be a great fight, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I would have loved to see Khan versus Thurman, you know? But, because, you know, Thurman throws some bombs. So I think that would have been a good test. But, you know, Khan's chin is a little whatever. But, you know, one time hasn't been really knocking people out. And one time he's been going the distance, you know what I'm saying? He didn't knock out Porter. He didn't knock out Danny Garcia. And these are legitimate welterweights, but they're not, I understand that Porter has a strap. I get it. But I don't think Porter's the top in the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? He's not beating the Spence. He's not beating the Crawford whatsoever. But we'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. What do you guys think that, what's up with Thurman, you know? Would you like to see Thurman fight Pacquiao? Would you like to see Thurman fight Danny Garcia? Would you like to see Thurman fight Porter? Realistically, because that's the only fights that I see possible being had, you know what I'm saying? I think Pacquiao's what's next for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the Danny Garcia. I don't see maybe perhaps the Porter fight. We just don't know. I just hope these new age boxers fight more than 1-2 times a year, because that's all the hell we're seeing, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys need to fight literally 3-4 times a year and step up their game. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, these guys are going to retire with, you know, less than 30 wins, 30, 40 wins on their resume. But anyways, guys, it's Kenneth, that's SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Have a good one.